Professor Jonathan Moyo, Zimbabwe's former information minister, has advised former Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Thokozani Khupe not to contest against Finance Minister Professor Mthuli Ncube for the Cowdray Park parliamentary constituency seat in Bulawayo during the 23 August 2023 general election. Moyo argued that Ncube is the best candidate for Cowdray Park and the region. He argued that if the elections are about deploying the most able and best positioned candidate with self-evident capacity to get things done for the community, Ncube deserves the support of everyone in Cowdray Park and the region, including and particularly from Dr. Khupe. I think Moyo's sentiments come after seeing how Mthuli Ncube is campaigning in Cowdray Park. Tikaona kuti Ncube rather vari kucampaigna muCowdray Park, offering a wide range of programs including free nurse aid training, free driver's license training, vaisa magetsi, vari kuti vakavaka chipatara. Of course very agreeable, but those are some of the things that he has done. And Jonathan Moyo vari kuti Professor Mthuli Ncube is the best candidate ahead of Thokozani Khupe. Moyo acknowledged that his statement was not an indictment of Dr. Khupe but an acknowledgement of the objective reality on the ground in Cowdray Park and the region. He argued that Khupe has not been able to do anything differently or better for the constituency or the region since she first went to parliament in 2000. On the other hand, Moyo claimed that Ncube has everything to offer from which the community and the region have a lot to benefit. He said, all things considered, and without taking anything from or casting any aspersions on her, Dr. Khupe, who indeed is very much adored in the region, will be well advised not to take a dive into this one. This is because Professor Mthuli Ncube is the best possible candidate for Cowdray Park and the region. If truth be told, and if elections are about having communities deploy their most able and best positioned or placed sons or daughters with self-evident capacity to get things done for the community, then it is manifestly clear that Professor Ncube deserves the support from everyone, not only in Cowdray Park, but also across the region, including and particularly from Dr. Khupe. It is not an indictment of Dr. Khupe, but an acknowledgement of the objective reality on the ground in Cowdray Park and the region, that there is really hardly much that she would be able to do differently or better now for either the constituency or the region, which she has not been able to do since 2000 when she first went to parliament. If Dr. Khupe returned to parliament in August 2023, she would merely add to the dwindling minority numbers of the opposition benches. That would perhaps mean something to her personally, as it has meant since 2000, but it will not mean anything to or for Cowdray Park, let alone the region. On the other hand, Professor Ncube has nothing much, if anything, to gain personally, but he has everything to offer from which the community and the region has a lot to benefit. This is an objective fact, it's praxis, and that's what real politics is all about. The community using what it has to get what it needs, and regular high-level attention as might be necessary from time to time over the next 5 years. But of course, Dr. Khupe has the constitutional right to stand for the parliament election in Cowdray Park or anywhere else for that matter. However, if she stands in Cowdray Park, she should not be surprised to see many who have supported her in her trials and tribulations in the past, and we have tremendous respect for her, do the right thing to support Professor Ncube this time around. This is because in this case and on this occasion, support from Mthuli Ncube is support for everyone in Cowdray Park, the region and the nation, given the truism that the best national politics is local. Mthuli Ncube has already expressed his desire to represent the ruling ZANU-PF, while Thokozani Khupe will be representing the opposition Citizen Coalition for Change led by Nelson Chamisa.